Right, this morning we are turning one of the compost heaps that we have on farm. This heap's about 500 tonnes and it gets turned a few times to aid the actual composting process. What you're seeing there is not smoke, it's steam that's coming out, because part of the composting process obviously is that the material heats up. This compost all came from Exeter recycling green waste bins out of the city of Exeter here in Devon. So first of all, the compost is picked up on the weekly collections, taken to a facility where it's chopped, and the composting cycle is started on site there. At the same time, the compost is screened to hopefully remove any contaminants such as plastic. You know, there's a bit there, for instance, where people have put non-green waste into a green waste bin, which is a bit annoying. But the screening process does take out nearly all of it. So we tip the compost in a big windrow like this, and then while it's on farm, it is turned 3 times, and each time you're getting air into the heap, and you're aiding the breakdown of the organic matter. You know, larger items like this, but it looks like a bit of a rose stem, don't really compost down completely, but smaller items do, and you get a nice friable end product, which is then spread onto our farmland for a couple of reasons. Partly there is some nutrient benefit to the product, a little bit of P, K and nitrogen, not a great deal, but the main thing is there's a lot of carbon in it, a lot of organic matter, and that is great for the soil biome. So all this organic matter really kick-starts the microbial action within the ground, which benefits the crops that we're growing, benefits the soil, and gives a lot of humus. As you can see, our ground is very sandy. So it's naturally very low in organic matter. You know, millions of years ago, this area was under the sea. If you look in the far distance, you can see the River Exe estuary. So that's how close we are to sea level and the coast. So organic matter into our soil is very important. Like I said, it does aid a little bit with nutrition, but you know, the organic matter there helping kickstart the microbial activity within the soil, and also acts as a bit of a sponge and holds moisture. Our soil is great in the winter. You know, we don't get much mud, and the crops manage fine. In the summer, if we get a prolonged dry spell, we really suffer very quickly with crops and grass burning up through lack of moisture. So come the spring, I think this is the second turn this windrow's had. Come the spring, it will have another turn, and then we will go ahead and spread it onto the ground at a rate of about 10 tonnes per acre. In advance of a spring crop going in. This will probably go in front of where we're going to grow maize next year. Over time, you can actually significantly change the organic matter within the ground with the applications of compost. You know, it's a slow process, but you know, give it 5 years, you do notice an improvement in the soil microbial action and the soil conditions and the crops that grow in it. You know, you can see how much heat is generated in the composting process. You've got to be careful. Too much heat's actually is not the best for the compost, because you want the fungus and bacterial action in the soil, in the compost, to do the work for you. So turning it gets a little bit of air in it, gets it mixed up, and allowing, you know, things to crack on. You can see there's fungal activity here. There's loads of moulds naturally growing on the surface. I think that's even a mushroom. Oh no, a bit more of a mould. So all those green bins in Exeter ultimately end up on a farm somewhere, being composted, and farmers are doing a great job of actually recycling this material into something that's useful and valuable to the farm.